Hello, I'm Terry Clemens, Executive Director of the National Consumer Reporting Association, and welcome to our Man on the Streets Credit Education video series. Founded in 1992, NCRA represents the specialty consumer reporting agencies that provide the credit reports required by mortgage lenders and property managers for making residential lending and leasing decisions. In these videos, you'll not see professional actors, but random Americans visiting iconic destinations with credit reporting and scoring questions. The answers are provided by NCRA members, each of whom have experience ranging from 15 to more than 40 years of employment in the consumer reporting industry. Without further ado, let's hit the streets and hear what these consumers want to know.
Hi, I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network, reporting from Times Square, New York, on behalf of the National Consumer Reporting Association. Khalid, do you have any questions about credit?
Yeah, as far as credit score, how can I improve my credit score?
That's a good question. Peter, you're the credit expert. What do you think?
Well, improving credit, it takes time, it takes life adjustments. Some people say it's a bit like losing weight or recovering from an illness. In most cases, when people get into credit problems, it occurred because they've suffered a loss in income, or their expenses have gone up, and the debt that they had that was previously affordable becomes unaffordable. So if you're in that situation, what you really need to do is reverse the process. Get more income, reduce expenses, and you can get more income by selling off possessions, taking a second job, taking freelance work, so that you get into a situation where you have more money available to pay debt. One thing that can really help in that kind of a situation is to turn to a legitimate nonprofit credit counselor who can advise you on your financial situation and help create a plan to improve credit.
You know, I would add to that to just be careful, because a lot of times when someone is in the position that you feel like you need to improve your credit because you're preparing to buy, a house, car, whatever it is, be careful, because there's a big difference between credit counseling, credit education versus credit repair and debt settlement type places. So just keep in mind that a lot of times those companies, what they're doing is they're trying to negotiate your debt and how you pay the creditors, and they're not necessarily cared about when it's paid or how it's reported. So if you're trying to improve your credit and your credit score, you definitely can't afford to be late and things not be paid on time. And nowadays, so many credit card companies have, give you points and things like that. So I know, like personally, we have one main credit card we use, and we max that sucker out, pay it off at the next month. But if you were to pull my credit at a certain time of the month, my balance to limit is very close, which can drive a score down. So you want to be careful of that too. If you're in the process of going to get a loan, maybe you don't want to do that.
Yeah, so that if you have money available to improve your credit by paying down debt, the most important thing for sure is to get current on all payments first. Because the longer late payment was, the less it affects the credit score. But a close second to that is the balance to limit ratios, the percentage on credit cards. And the higher you have that on any individual credit card or overall, the more it negatively impacts the score. So if you can get those percentages down, you can improve scores pretty quickly.
Yeah, thanks. That's a good question. A lot of people want to know that.
I hope you enjoyed that video and it helped you understand more about the consumer reporting industry. Thank you to the NCRA Education and Compliance Committee members who worked very hard to produce this video series, and also events all year long for NCRA members to help them be better stewards in the consumer reporting industry. A special thanks goes out to Peter Fitton from CreditXpert and Julie Wink from DataFacts, the members who provided the answer to that question. A special thanks also to the professionals at the Mortgage News Network who produced this video series. If you're a property manager or a mortgage lender and would like to obtain consumer reports from one of the industry's best providers, go to ncrainc.org to locate a member near you.